Hi, this is ronMctube. We're playing the Hunter Classic on PC. Today we're doing the Summer Fiesta 2020. It runs until the 31st of August. We're doing Demon Summer Fun missions. There is 5 missions in this pack. The first one we're doing is called No Laughing Matter. We've got to ID a call from an Arctic fox, then harvest an unspooked Arctic fox between 10 and 15 meters. Now, there's a lot of missions, competitions and things going off during the Summer Fiesta 2020 event, so make sure you check out the link in my video description to see what is happening, and make sure you take part because it's really fun. It's a really big thing for the hunter community. These big events, they're really fun and a lot of people do them. Right, so we've got to get an Arctic fox, one white rime ridge, within 10 to 15 meters. Now, a lot of people might think that's quite hard, but once you get the Arctic fox coming in, it's quite simple. Just go prone, try and get a good vantage spot. Here's the first part of the mission. Get the fox call and then shoot the fox as it comes in. Now, they will literally walk in right up to you, touching your gun. So go prone, get in a nice area and then shoot the fox. Pretty simple. This is the location where we're at. There's a lot of Arctic fox in this area. Now there's the first part of the mission done. We got the call. Now we just got to shoot it. I'm using the 12 gauge pump shotgun. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to plan exactly where we're going to shoot this. Now what I'm trying to do is give myself an advantage over the Arctic fox as it comes in. So I'm going to use this little ridge. Got a good visual advantage over the area. I can see all the surrounding parts. What we're going to do next is, as I'm doing that as well, I'm also thinking about the distance I need, which is under 15 meters. So I'm working that out. So all this little bit of planning, instead of just sitting there waiting for the animal to come, I'm ready for when it does come. So try and get into doing this. Mark where the animal's coming from. They don't always just come straight towards you. It might meander through trees, come behind you. Try and be ready and give yourself the best chances of getting it. So I'm in the kind of area where I want to be. What you want to look out for though, and it is quite tricky sometimes, is the Arctic fox is white and the background on white rime is white. So you've got to have your attention right up there, because otherwise they might sneak in and you're like, where is it? And if you don't hear it, it'll be off. So I'm just looking for it now. Come on, you sneaky Arctic fox. Put a nice little shotgun round into you. It's almost like she was listening to me. Right, there she is. So you can mark the map. Get that little red dot on. But I can't actually see her. And this is one of the things with the Arctic foxes, like I was just saying, and why it's important to plan where she might come from and give yourself the best advantage for doing so, like we just explained. So I'm going to give it another call. This is only the first mission. The missions actually get a lot harder as you progress. So we're doing the first set, which is sort of like nice and easy and enjoyable, and then it just gradually get harder and harder and harder. You can just do what you want to do. Like I say, it's supposed to be fun, so you haven't got to do them all. You just do what you want to do and just take part. And it is, like I say, it generally is really enjoyable. And I do like doing the missions, because some of the missions I won't hunt that animal for a long while, and then it's like, oh, I haven't hunted these, and it's nice and refreshing to do so. Also, if you like a challenge, that's another thing, which I do like a challenge. Keeps you sharp. Right, so we've got a sort of visual indication of where the fox needs to be before we shoot it. Alright, here she is. I can hear her. Alright, let's get the distance right. That should be about good. Get the shotgun. Jump up. Here we go. And that should be the mission over. So that's No Laughing Matter. Check the distance. As long as it's under 15 meters, we should be good. We'll take a quick trophy shot and then we'll move on to the next mission. There you go, 10.1 meters. So that was quite a good first mission. Right, The next mission is called Bighorn Big Head. We're going to harvest a bighorn sheep over 150 meters with a school shot using any scope. Then we're going to get another one at 170 meters, and then the final one at 190 meters. So let's go and hunt some bighorn sheep. So the first one we need to get is at 150 meters in the skull. Now, when I was looking for bighorn sheep over this area, and I'll show you where I am in a minute, just found this one, but I've seen a big one run off, and look, here he is, and he is big. That's a monster. That's a really nice one. So, screw the mission for a minute. We're going to shoot this big one. Now, I'm not used to using this scope. I normally use the one with a little red dot on, but I thought I'd use this one for the extra magnification. So it seems a bit twisted. I hope we haven't just blown that shot, because that's a really good one. Now we've got it. I don't think it's a vital though, a lung shot or anything, but it's a really nice one. Yeah, look, we killed it, but it wasn't a great shot. But 185, that's a really big bighorn sheep, so that's a nice little bonus actually. They look stunning. Look at the horns on that. That's really nice. So we'll take a trophy shot of that trophy bighorn, and I didn't really think we'd come across anything that nice while doing these missions, but that is a nice little bonus. I'm glad to get that. We'll taxidermise him, and then we'll actually get back to the missions. Sometimes that's a nice little bonus. When you do missions, you come across a really nice animal. And also, when you're not used to hunting those animals, or you haven't hunted them for a while, it's quite refreshing. Right. So, 150 meter school shot. Now, I found a nice location here for the bighorn. Bit of prep. Check the distance from my rangefinder. And then we're going to shoot him with a 300. I think I'll swap back to my normal scope with the red dot, because I think that'll help for the school shots more. Here we go. And he's down. That should be a school shot. So that should be the first one for 150 meters. We'll run down and collect it and check. Right, it is 226 meters. So that's more than we need for any of the three we've got to shoot. So that's the first one out of the way, 150 meters, 170 meters next. Doesn't matter if you get a big one or a small one, as long as you do the mission and get the school shot at the required distance. Right, we'll sell that one. And if you look at it, you can get them like this. Ride them, boy, ride them. Woo, 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 woo. I'm not going to shoot this one. I just found it glitched. I thought I'd give a ride on it, and then you can push them out of the way. See you later. So look at this for a view. Come up to another area where the railway bridge is. I've just seen one near it. Great location. That's over 170 meters. So he will do, or she will do. I can't really see what it is yet. I'm just going to shoot it in the skull when it comes out the bush. It would stop in the bush. This does happen quite a lot in the Hunter Classic. For some reason, I swear that animals just like to stop behind trees and bushes. Right, come on, out of the bush. Let me shoot in the skull. Let's just move around to the right a little bit. We might get a clearer shot. But it is really beautiful up in these mountains. You get some really good views. Timber Gold is a really nice reserve, good looking one. Check the range again. It's still over 170 meters, so that will do. I think once we've shot this one, I am going to swap back over to my red dot scope. That looked good. It's run, but it still will probably drop. Now we've got to get down to it. I've said this before when I've done areas of mountains and stuff, and you got to go down them. Just pull to the side of the mountains, left or right, and stay on the same side. Yeah, there we go. 181 meters. So in the skull, that's the second part done. Now we're going to get one at 190 meters. It's going well. One more to go. what we've got to do next, the Wings of Relaxation, that's the next mission, and we've got to go turkey hunting. So let's sell this one, get the final bighorn, and then jump on White Hart for some turkey hunting. Now I've found the bighorn we need, but it's a really tricky shot. Can you see it? Barely. Right. I'm going prone with this one. I've swapped my scope back to my trusty little red dot. It does help with brain shots because you can just put the red dot exactly where you want it and hold it there. Bit of an awkward shot, but the red dot really does help when you want to get really specific shots like that, and that should be good. Let's run, and it's dead. So that should be Bighorn Big Head mission over. We'll go over and collect it. Let's see if there's any runners. Yeah, there's a few small females, nothing worth shooting. For those of you that don't know where Bighorn Sheep are, let's take a look at where we're hunting on my map. Now, I have a tent just here, and there's the cords down the bottom, so if you don't know where to hunt them, there's the exact cords where I've got my tent. I basically head up into the mountains on the left and hunt all this top left hand corner in between the rocks. The Bighorn Sheep are very spooky, so you've got to keep your eyes peeled at all time. They do blend in with trees and rocks quite easily, but there's lots in this area. You just have to find groups of them and you should be good where I've just shown you. 224 meters, school shot, mission over, onto White Hart where we're going to hunt turkey in Wings of Relaxation. Let's take a trophy shot and move on to White Hart. Now we've got to, in the next mission, harvest an unspooked turkey at over 40 meters, unscoped, with a 22 pistol. No blinds, tree stands, tripods or towers are allowed. Then we're going to harvest another turkey at over 50 meters and then one at over 60 meters. Now the 22 pistol, the grasshopper, is very good. And the good thing about this is, with no scope, on the iron sights there's a nice green marker, so it's quite easy to do this and it's really accurate. So it's a really good pistol. I'd say it's actually one of the things you should really own in the game. So if you haven't got it, it's definitely worth a buy. It's very useful and it's very fun to use. Now we've got a turkey coming in. If you don't know how to hunt turkey, I've made a turkey guide a few months ago, check that out, and the locations, but basically you just go right in the middle of White Hart. So we basically got to get turkeys at over 40, 50 and 60 meters with a grasshopper. Now the good thing with the grasshopper is it's got a really good iron sight that shows up. It's bright green. So we've got turkey right in front of us, we've got a good vantage point, we know where it's coming from. Turkeys often come in groups, but the thing is, with the grasshopper you will probably spook the others around it. So you'll get one each time and then you'll have to either call them in or find a new group. Right, so there we go. That's over the distance we need. So that is the first one down, but as I said, the grasshopper is really good. How's your hunting been going this week? Have you had any big trophies in the Hunter Classic or the Hunter Call of Wild? Drop it in the comments. I always like to hear what you've been up to. I've been hunting on Classic and Call of Wild, jumping in between. I've been doing the Summer Fiesta over the event, and I'm also jumping in Call of Wild, trying to get a great one, as you've probably seen in my previous videos, so check that out. I've been putting a lot of effort in recently and it's paying off. It's doing really good. We've had a lot of trophy animals. Right, there's a turkey, 74 meters, that's more than we need for any of these missions, but that'll do. There's the nice little edited trophy shot. Takes about 10 minutes to get there. Right, on to the next one. I think we'll try a bit more right in the middle. There's a nice road area. Get a lot of turkeys in that area. A lot of people who hunt turkeys on White Hart will know this road. It's really good. Now basically, I'm walking backwards. I've already called further down the road, so I know where the turkey is going to sort of stop. And he's walking towards me. I've got the distance I need. For this one I need over 50 meters. Nice flat road, already prepared. This is one thing you need to try and get yourself used to doing, get the vantage point, get a good visual area where you can see, and you're ready for the animal coming in. And the shot's pretty simple. So that should be the second part. Run over and collect it. It doesn't matter if it's a big turkey or not, that's not really part of the objective, but it's also nice to get a big turkey. It's always kind of a special feeling for me when I come on wild art and hunt for long periods of time. It sort of feels like you're home. It's weird to describe. When you played on this game so long, it's sort of like more than a sort of game. You get the understanding. That is over 50 meters. There we go. I'm not going to take a trophy shot of that. We're just going to move on to the final turkey we need. This is over 60 meters. Now we're going to move down towards the lake. Now the middle lake area is really good. This is a road off the back of it. You get a lot of turkey in this area. I've had some very big turkeys as well, nigh on 70 at this location. So if you know where this is, put a tree stand in this area. I've done a lot of turkey videos over the years, and this is a very good area for turkeys. Now we've got to get over 60 meters with this one, which seems like a big distance, but it's not really too hard with this pistol. It's pretty flat shooting, and 60 meters is well within the range I inside. So yet again, I've got a good location, a good visual advantage. I want the bird to come straight towards me, and it's pretty clear in front of me as well. So I've worked it all out how I want to get the bird to come in. And like I say, that's a big part of hunting in this game. Try and get the advantage before the animal's on top of you, because you don't want to be trying to make these decisions when it's right in front of you, because it might spook and you might lose it. So there we go. That's Wings of Relaxation done. On to our next mission, which is Alpine Zen. We've got to harvest an Alpine Ibex, one shot over 190 meters with no scope. And then we're going to harvest another one at 210 meters plus with no scope. So that's quite a tricky mission. I'm going to be using the 300. Some rifles with no scope on have better iron sights than others, so it's up to you which you want to use. That's really personal preference. I'll be using the 300. Here's our turkey. Look over the distance we needed for Wings of Relaxation. Now on to the Alpine Ibex. And I must say, Alpine Ibex are one of my favourite species. I've got guides for them if you don't know where to find them, but some of them are just right behind the lodge, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, Alpine Ibex time. 190 meters plus, 300 no scope. That's what we've got to try and achieve. So here we go. Steady up. Right, that should be good, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll check with the bino, see if it's died. I think we're good. Yeah, it's dead. Right, on to the next one. 190 meters plus we need for this one, and he's 229. So we're going to shoot over the distance needed. I like a challenge. And I think we've nailed him. So that was a bit easier than I thought, actually. One has still got it. Right, let's run over and collect him. For any of you that want to see any content for the Hunter Classic or the Hunt and Call of Wild, drop it in the comments. I do look at the comments, I reply to all the comments, and then I see what is a common theme amongst people's requests, and then I go out and make content for that. Alright, where is this Ibex? Here's the blood, the first one we shot. Ooh, that could be quite a nice one. That's not the one we was looking at, but that is quite a decent size one. Right, where's the one we shot? Now for this one we need to get over 190 meters. What is it going to be? It is 256 meters, so that's more than enough. Now the next one we need over 210 meters, so that's the first part done. There you go. So don't be too daunted by it, it's not as hard as it may seem. Just have a little bit of practice. Here's the second one. Let's collect that. Here it goes, 220 meters, so that's the mission over. So on to the final part, which is called Cocky Demon. We're going to harvest a charging grizzly bear, 100% harvest value between 2 meters and 5 meters. I'm going to be using the 10 gauge lever action shotgun, the Royal Edition. That's what I've got. I like it and I thought it'd be different. So I'm going to use this on the charging grizzly bear, and here goes. Boom, get down. Now it's not too bad. All you need to do is go near a grizzly bear, and they do normally charge a lot. So don't be daunted by that. You just got to get the distance right. You might die a few times doing it because it's really close, but we did it, and that's the mission over. So I really enjoyed these missions. I'm going to start the next ones soon. But Summer Fiesta 2020 event, really enjoyed these. This is Demon Summer Fun missions. It's been great fun. That's been me, ronMctube. We've been playing the Hunter Classic on PC. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.